Hello friends, this is part of our ASP CSP training, and today we'll be discussing about some of the previous questions that was discussed or that was asked in ASP or CSP examination. Also, we will be detailing explaining you the answers, how the answers has come and what you have to learn in this CSP ASP examination preparation, and also the various topics, various important topics we'll be covering in our class. So that with such videos, you will be easily able to understand the ASP CSP topics, and also you can easily pass the examination by attending this class. So please subscribe to this channel, and also, if you are looking for any other part of trainings, any other part of safety trainings, you can contact us. Our number is available in the descriptions. So we are providing various courses like OTHM Level 6 Diploma, NVQ Level 6 Diploma. Then we also provide CM IOSH guidance, then Cert IOSH membership guidance, ISO lead auditor courses. So any of the courses, if you are planning to do as a safety professional, you can always approach us, understand which course is better for you, and then select the best one. So let us move on to the training aspect. So this question was particularly asked in the year 2017, and this question is from the topic environment. So as you know, there are so many topics in ASP CSP. We have discussed in the first one of the videos where each module, how many marks it is having, and all those things we have discussed. So now we are not going into that detail. We are directly jumping into the topic. So our analysis would be, we will be discussing the question and then we will be discussing the answer. So while discussing the answer, the various aspect of that topic we will be covering so that you will be having a good understanding about the topic. And the best thing about ASP CSP is that most of the questions that they are asking is repeated questions. So if you are understanding the pattern and if you are understanding the topics and if you are understanding the knowledge, easily you can pass this examination in the first attempt itself. So now let's begin our discussion. The first question is, waste from a common industrial practice or manufacturing process would be listed in which of the following choices? So this waste, you understand the waste is from industrial practice or manufacturing process. So there are four types of list. There are four types of list. Waste are generally classified into various classifications. So they are asking you, if you are talking about this industrial waste or manufacturing waste, that waste would be listed in which of the following list? That is the question. So there are A list, D list, K list, and F list. So the correct answer for this is F list. This is the correct answer because F list is the waste from common industrial practice and processes that is coming under hazardous RCRA. So this F list is the correct answer. Now, just understanding the F list will not help you out for learning this ASP CSP. You need to also understand what is this A list. You need to also understand what is this D list and what is this K list. So A list is generally manufacturing waste. A list includes manufacturing waste. D list includes toxic waste, various hazardous waste, toxic waste, corrosive waste. All this will come in D list. And K list is from specific industries like wood industries or pesticide manufacturing industries and all will be coming under K list. So D list is actually toxic waste or toxic waste like toxic, reactive, corrosive and all will be coming under D list. So D list is more of toxic, reactive, corrosive and all. K list is specific to the industry like wood industry or pesticides industries and all. A list is actually manufacturing, and the K list is actually industrial practices. So the list which is coming under industry, it is F list. List which is coming under toxic, it is D list. And if we are talking about specific industry, common industry means it is F. Specific industry means it is K. So this is where the confusion would be there. So F list and K list both are coming under industries only. But if it is specific industry, it would be coming under K list. And if it is common industry, it would be coming under F list. So now it is very clear to you. D list would be toxic one and A list would be manufacturing waste. So waste and its classification, various list is completely thought out to you. So now let us move into the next question. This question is very easy, and this question is from 2015 fall protection. The question came on 2015, and this is coming under topic of fall protection. A self-retracting fall arrest system offers the following advantage. You know, there are various types of fall arrest system, and in this type of fall arrest system is self-retracting fall arrest system. So they are given four options. uh, what is the advantage of the self-retracting follower system? It does not have to be sent back to the manufacturer for inspection after a fall. It minimizes the amount of free fall distance a worker will experience in a fall. It is less expensive than a fall arrest lanyard. It is easier to attach another angle. So you know the self-retracting follower system. So even if it is fall, it will be there will be a self-retracting mechanism. Self-retracting mechanism would be there. So as you know, this follower system, which is self-retracting follower system. So when this person falls, he would be retracted. That mechanism is known as self-retracting follower system. So the biggest advantage of this follower system is that it minimizes the amount of free fall distance a worker will experience in a fall. So if a person falls or if a worker falls, he will not be falling completely. There would be a minimizing it will be a minimizing amount that minimizes the amount of free fall. There will be a limit until which the person will fall. Then it will be self-retracting. So that is the biggest advantage of having this system. Okay, now let us see the other options. It does not have to be sent back to the manufacturer for inspection after a fall. It's not necessary. Then it is less expensive than a fall arrest lanyard. No, it is expensive. Actually, this self-retracting system is very high expensive. It is easier to attach to an anchor point. The attachment to the anchor point depends upon where you are attaching. So that cannot be said as an correct statement always. It depends upon place to place. So this is the correct answer. It minimizes the amount of free fall distance a worker will experience in a fall. Now, explanation, as I explained, reduces the distance a worker falls before the system engages. So in this fall arrest system, there are so many types of fall arrest system. There is first one is self-retracting fall arrest system. So in this self, it will be retracting the person backward. So that is the biggest advantage of self-retracting. So it minimizes the free fall. The person will not be falling as such. Okay. Now, in fire protection system, this is very important. Always the question will be coming from this topic. And this question specifically came on 2013. So which type of automatic fire suppression system utilizes sensors within the protected area, in addition to sensors in each sprinkler head, to open a valve and fill distribution pipe before the sprinkler head opens? So please read the question once again, because always ASP CSP questions are always confusing. You need to understand the question very carefully. So here, which type of automatic fire suppression system utilizes sensors? So they are utilizing sensors within the protected area, in addition to sensors in each sprinkler head. The answer is very simple, because there are two sensors. One is at the protected area and other is at the sprinkler head. Okay, to open the valve and fill the distribution pipe before the sprinkler head opens. So I will directly come into the question, but before coming into the question, let us explain what is wet type, what is dry type, and what is pre-action type, and what is deluge type. If we are explaining all the types, then any question which is coming from this topic, you can easily answer. So that is why you need to have a clear-cut understanding. By hearting will not help you. So let us explain one by one what is wet pipe system. See, there are four types of fire protection headers. So fire suppression system. The first one is wet type, then it is dry type, then it is deluge type, and then it is pre-action type. Now, what is this wet type system? Wet type system means what? Wet means what? Wet means water is there. So pipes in this wet type system, pipes would be always filled with water. As the name indicates, wet type, it is always wet. So why it is always wet? Because it is always filled with water. That is wet type system. So whenever the sprinkler head opens, water would be coming out, because always the pipe is having water. Always the pipe is filled with water. Whenever the sprinkler head is open, the water will be coming out. So this is wet type system. So this where we are using, where the response is needed immediately, quickly the response is required. Jaldi se jaldi response chahiye. So that type of that areas, immediate response is required. that area we will be using wet type. So always the pipe would be having water, it would be always wet. And when the sprinkler head is open, the water would be coming out. Now, what is dry pipe? Dry pipe means what? There is no water. Then without water, what would be there? Air would be there. Pressurized air or nitrogen would be there. Always here, pressurized air or nitrogen would be there. Okay. So when air pressure, when the sprinkler head drop opens, what happens is that pressure drop ho gaya. When a sprinkler head opens, what happens? See, this is the sprinkler, this is the pipe. Pipe is always filled with air, not with water. When this sprinkler head opens, what happens? Air will be coming out. When this air will be coming out, air pressure drops. When air pressure drops, water will be coming into it because air will not eliminate the fire. Ultimately, water has to come. So, water, how it is coming? Water is not stored in the pipe. Water is stored in somewhere else. So, water, if it has to come, sprinkler head opens. When the sprinkler head opens, air pressure drops and water drops. Okay. So here, where this dry pipe system is used, it is used in cold areas, in freezing areas, because say in freezing area, if the water is filled in this pipe, the pipe gets freezed and the water gets freezed, it becomes ice. So that is why here nitrogen or air will be filled. Now, what is dilute system? Say dilute system, all sprinkler heads are opened simultaneously. There is a deluge valve. Deluge system operates in deluge valve. So deluge valve, when it is open, it releases the sprinkler simultaneously. All the sprinkler heads open simultaneously. High hazard area, rapid coverage is where it is required. We will be using deluge system. Wet pipe system, dry pipe system, deluge system. All the sprinkler heads open simultaneously. Now, what is pre-action? See, pre-action where we are using very sensitive areas. For example, laboratory, where labs and all, where you don't need so much amount of water, and also accidental discharge is not possible. So those areas we'll be using pre-action type. Here, two sensors would be there. That is why the question, see, whenever you are seeing this two sensors, you should directly understand it is pre-action type. So here there will be sensors, utilizes sensors within the protected area and the sprinkler head. Sprinkler head में भी sensor रहेगा, protected area में भी sensor रहेगा. So sensor triggers a valve to fill pipes with water before sprinkler heads open and after a second detection event. So this is pre-action type system. Now, question from radiation. Always there will be a question from radiation. This is very tricky question. Just by heart, just understand this box. It is very easy for you. Now, which type of radiation is likely to have greatest penetration into the body? Which type of radiation will have the greatest penetration? There is alpha, beta, gamma, and free neutrons. So understand the penetration effect of all the three radiations. You can easily answer any question. Okay. So alpha particles ka penetration effect is least penetration. Okay. So when it is least penetration means what? It cannot penetrate. It cannot penetrate. So when this alpha particle is coming, it cannot penetrate. It is having least penetration. So even a paper can stop an alpha particle. Okay. Even a paper can stop an alpha particle. So why it is least penetrating? इसको penetrate करके क्यों नहीं अंदर जा सकते? Because it is very large. That is why the penetration effect is very low. So it is large, heavy particle. Okay, that causes significant, but the damage is very, very high. It causes significant damage to surface tissues but cannot penetrate. It causes damage because it is large particle. So that is also another question. Which is having highest damage, which causes highest damage to the surface tissue? That is alpha particle. Which particle is having the least penetration? That is alpha particle. Now, you don't by heart, just understand why it is having the least penetration, because it is very heavy. When it is very heavy, it is causing very high damage to the surface tissue. It cannot get inside the tissue. आपका tissue skin में ही रहेगा. It cannot get inside. Okay. Why? Because it is very high, very, very heavy. It cannot penetrate also. So the question, what was the question? Which type of radiations have greatest penetration into the body? So alpha is the lowest penetration. Now, when you're talking about the beta, beta is moderate penetration, and gamma, it is the greatest penetration. It will go deep into the body. Okay. Then it can penetrate most. Then this is also important. Gamma, you can stop gamma by using lead containers. Okay, lead containers. That is why when we are using X-ray and all, X-ray machines and all, we will be using lead. Beta can be stopped by using plastic or aluminum, and alpha can be stopped by using thin paper and all. Okay. So some more questions are there. very latest questions are there that we will be discussing in another video. All the topics we will not be discussing all together. So one by one, each day we will be discussing these topics and these explanations, which will be very useful for you to crack the examination. Thank you. We will be seeing in the next video. Please subscribe to this channel. Please share this video to maximum of your friends and also to the various groups of safety so that we will be motivated to make more such videos. Thank you.